How you doing? This is Melvin Brown. Welcome back to Melvin Brown Experience. Today is not going to be a story time, but today is going to be another topic. Now, this topic, I really kept this in the archive because, I was like, yo, should I drop this or should I just wait? And that was in 2019. 5 years later, we're going to drop it now. So, look, today's topic, we're going to talk about this. How do you know if someone place a separation spell on your love life, aka breakup work? Number one, your partner will start to suffer body aches or body pains. Let me give you an example. Remember when I said when a spell hits you, sometimes it can hit certain parts of the body to start manifesting to fuck with somebody's thoughts. Now, let's just say you and your target, y'all live together. Then all of a sudden, the target keep complaining that they got a headache. You don't know why they got a headache, but you're like, all right, baby, here go a Tylenol, here go some Motrin. Then all of a sudden, that shit don't work. So next thing you know, out of nowhere, you go to the doctors, and the doctor's looking at it, and the doctor's like, there's nothing wrong with your partner. They may be going through stress and everything. Blood work is good. Her CAT scan is normal. She probably going through a lot of stress. When somebody places something on you, like a breakup work, sometimes it can be headaches. Sometimes it can be stomach pain, depending on the situation. But if your target complaining about their stomach, you better best believe something chaotic is about to happen. Now, number two, you will start having dreams. Now, everybody's seen this TV show that got canceled called Lovecraft Country. And I remember in the first episode when it first came on, I don't even know the character's name. I'm just going to say Jonathan Major character, he had this weird-ass dream. He didn't know what the hell was going on, but later on in his waking life, shit started to make sense. You will start having dreams that your target is cheating on you. You will start having dreams that y'all breaking up. You can have any type of dream of a separation. If you having these type of dreams, you need to talk to a spiritual worker and have a consultation and clarify, is there spiritual work happening for you and your love life to break up or something else? Now, I want to tell y'all this because this is very important. Number three, random arguments that just keep getting worse and worse. The most stupidest thing become a heavy ass argument. Now look, let me tell you something. I remember I was talking to one of my clients and me and him was having a conversation and everything. I said, yo, what was the signs of your divorce and everything? What happened? He said, yo, we would just argue over the most stupidest shit. And the more we argue, the worse it got. It was to a point that she pulled out a knife. It was to a point that the cops was called. It was a point that I had to escort myself out the house and stay in the hotel for a little bit. Listen, a separation spell is designed to cause havoc. And it won't stop until the spell is completed. So arguments keep getting worse, like I said before. Like your target might pull out a knife on you. It might lead to something else. Her calling her brothers or them calling their brothers, their sisters, their family involved. Next thing you know, you might get your ass whooped. Separation spells or breakup spells are very, very chaotic and could be potentially deadly. Now, number four, your partner will develop unhealthy habits out of nowhere. Let's say your target like to work out on a daily basis, eat healthy, basically have a nice plant-based diet. Then all of a sudden, they starting to get more depressed or something is going on. So instead of them going to the gym, working out their depression and everything, they start drinking, smoking cigarettes, doing different type of drugs. I had one client, for example, her target when somebody threw work at them, he started to have a deeply addiction to crack cocaine. Now, I didn't do no work on him yet, but I was like, oh, whoever did this wanted him to get fucked up. So when he come back, he would depend on her. And the woman that threw the work was a very wealthy woman. So basically, that's a hell of a story time. That's another story for another day. But unhealthy habits, like let's just say your target start gaining weight, all types of stuff. It can be a lot of things that can take place under separation magic. Number 5, you feel like something is about to happen. Now, everybody have a gut instinct. It's intuition. This is when the ancestors speak with you. When you feel like something is not right, you will start to develop paranoia. You will start to look paranoid around a lot of people. Like you're trying to pinpoint what's going on, start investigating. You don't know what's going on, but you know something is about to happen. Then all of a sudden, you don't know what's going on, but you start seeing chaotic things like, yo, oh shit, shit got real. Oh shit, she just randomly kicked me out the house. Yo, that's crazy. I ain't see that shit coming. Something like that. Yo, if you start having develop these type of paranoias, you're going to have to go, yo, your paranoia can be on an all-time high that you never felt before. If you feel unusual paranoia, more than likely something has happened or somebody putting separation work on you. Your intuition never lies. So fall with your intuition. Now, this is another thing I want to talk about because separation spells are very, very deep and heavy. The symptoms varies. Like, yo, the symptoms is like worse than a love spell because, yo, it will hit you when you least suspect it, but you got to pay attention to the patterns. So, look, let's just say you're a good person, you treat your lover like a queen or you treat him like a king. Your lover will become cold to you. What I mean by cold, they just really don't give a fuck about you. They don't know why they develop these feelings, but they just don't care. Everything you do to fucking disgust them. If you buy them flowers, if you take them out, shit like this happen. Now y'all can say, yo, my target probably fucking with somebody else, but you gotta understand, when you do separation magic or any type of magic, every cause has an effect. It's like taking fucking medicine. Certain things are gonna have to take place for it to be the end all be all effect of y'all breaking up. So I remember one time, right, when one of my clients was pregnant. She'd been with her husband for about 8 years. She wound up getting pregnant. He ain't want nothing to do with her. She didn't know why. She tried to visit him. He ain't want nothing to do. It was to a point that he put a restraining order on her. He told her, like, he don't know what's going on. He don't want to fuck with her never again. Like, he want to sign the divorce papers. Now, she wound up watching my channel, and she came to me. I ain't feel like taking her case. Wound up taking the case, figure out what the fuck was going on. Yo, his ex-girlfriend tried to throw something at him, and that was like years ago. And the shit was finally starting to manifest. So you got to understand, sometimes when you put a spell in the air, that shit can overlap within years later. And then what wound up happening, he started to see this new girl. Then all of a sudden, this new girl started feeding him shit. And it took about almost 2 years to get rid of this shit, though. But they back together. But, you know, shit like that happens. Like, when your lover become cold to you, you got to understand, like, they come cold out of nowhere. Yo, more than likely, somebody is putting work in the air. Now, number 7. Let's just say your target becomes confused. Now, look, when something that's meant to be and something was in the air for y'all to get separated, your target will be confused. Let's just say the spell was in the air, y'all broke up, and you're trying to reconcile with your ex, and your ex like, yo, I really want us to work things out, but I love you, but I don't love you. I don't know what's going on. I just love you. They be confused. One moment they want to hold your hand. One moment they just don't want to be bothered with you. One moment they want to hold your hand again, then push you out the way. And then one moment they want to visit your family and don't want to visit your family. Shit like this happen. Now, another thing for number 8, this is going to lead me to something bigger. Your target will become hostile to you. If your lover, you understand, when you throw something in the air like that, it's pretty much influence them with some negative shit. So let's just say this. You and your target are happily married or happily together. Then all of a sudden, your target start treating you like shit. Poking at you, making you feel like you're worthless, saying a lot of disrespectful shit, basically making you feel like you don't exist in this world. Now, anybody in the real world will cut that person the fuck off. But when you in love, it's kind of different. Like, you're gonna stay in that situation, try to work things out. But you gotta understand, when you do that, it is what it is. Like, it doesn't matter what you do, it's not gonna work. It doesn't matter, y'all go to therapy, nothing is gonna work. So they could be hostile, verbal abusive, actually physical abusive. Like, I had one person tell me a story, like, when he was under a separation spell, the woman tried to poison this nigga. Oh, it gets real. It gets real. It gets super real. When I mean it gets real, it gets so real it's not even funny. So, another thing happens when somebody's under separation work, like when a couple was under separation work. Okay, so this will lead me to number 9. Sexual dysfunction. Now, I talked about this before, but you or your target will become sexually dysfunctional. What I mean by that, like, you don't even have to have erectile dysfunction. It could be sometimes that your penis don't get hard. You're not pleasing them how you used to please them. They're not pleasing you. Shit like that happens. Or they just say they just get so disgusted by you, they don't even like to have sex with you. But here's a sign. I'm going to give you the biggest sign. If you and your target about to have sex, or you and your lover about to have sex, and somebody got separation work on you, and y'all about to have sex, and then out of nowhere, it's not even a month, it's not even before the day before the month, or weeks before the month, if your target wind up having a menstrual cycle, more than likely, somebody putting some spell work in the air. And if that happens, you need to see a spiritual worker as soon as possible. Now, number 10. This is going to be a little bit of a story time, but it's only going to be a one slide only. Now, if none of that stuff don't work, sometimes, depending on the person that put the work in the air, this right here will be the icing on the cake. When your partner, loved one, like a family member, a father, an uncle, somebody they real close to, all of a sudden dies, like just pass out and die, that will cause your target to go through all them symptoms with grief, and it will cause them to push you away. In your head, you're going to be thinking like, oh shit, okay, my target, loved one died, okay, they just need space. No, if somebody threw it real well, somebody close to your target, since they can't get to y'all, somebody that's close that your target really love can wind up dying. And after they die, they're going to separate from you. Now, when somebody got love work on you or some type of destruction work on you and somebody close to you dies, like a separation spell, it's designed for y'all to break up. So when they die, they're going to be grieving. They don't want to be bothered with you. They don't want to be bothered with nobody but somebody that's cool with them. Or the fucked up part, they might get closer to the person that fucking threw the work in the air. So you got to be careful. Shit like this happen. Let me give you an example. So I remember I did work for a client, and he's a good person. Like, he's real cool and everything. And he was telling me stories about his ex and everything. And I see a picture. I said, let me see your ex. He had a picture of his ex. That's a beautiful woman. That's a beautiful woman. So I'm like, all right, cool. But he was coming to me for somebody different. So I said, all right, I'm going to see what's going on. I'm going to throw something in the air. I want to see what's going on. He said, all right, cool. In the meantime, I'm going to work on your other target too. I threw it in the air. I didn't like what I saw when I did work. I hated what I saw. Like, something was really weird. Like, it was so weird that I had to call one of my homegirls down Toronto and ask her, like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, yo, I never seen that like this. So we sitting there pinpointing everything. I'm drawing all the stuff I see. I say, yo, you know what? I'm gonna mail this shit out to you. So she get the mail. And she's like, all right, I see what's going on. Now I'm gonna send it back to you. And then I put my two cents into it. All right, not only this man was a former athlete, he was popular as hell. He had great things going on for himself. Somebody didn't want to see them happy, so what wound up happening, they couldn't do nothing with him because he was so healthy and etc. So the spirits chose the least resistance. And what happened was his ex mom started to become sick. They didn't know why she was getting sick. They took her to the hospital. She was diagnosed with something I'm not going to say because it's a very sad story. She was diagnosed. Now, when somebody normally get diagnosed, they normally get to live for about 7 to 8 to 9, 10, 11, 15 years. It was something simple, but the sickness got so aggressive that she died within 4 months. And after she died, he lost her and they never talked to each other again. Well, they started talking again, but he's not worried about her. He wants somebody else, but you know, he had a little closure and everything. But like that, shit like that happens. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, when somebody put separation work on you, when y'all break up, something will feel very, very, very unnatural that you can't shake off. If you feel like let me say, like, yo, why the fuck we broke up? Like, yo, we was just happy and everything. What the fuck happened? If you feeling unnatural like that and you asking yourself questions, more than likely somebody threw spell work. Or sometimes when you throw spell work, something feel unnatural, but you don't know what's going on, but you trying everything in your heart to try to talk to your loved one or talk to your target and do all types of things to work things out, and they not trying to hear it, bro. Somebody got work on your target, bro. And I can understand, like, yo, the spiritual world is different. This spiritual world is different. That's why I tell all my clients, okay, when you get your target back, I don't want you to put nothing on social media. Just post. You don't need to tell everybody how you doing. Fuck that clicks and likes shit. Like, yo, like right now in 2024, witchcraft is at an all-time high. Like it's so high, it's not even funny. Like, bro, just protect yourself, bro. Like, yo, everybody not meant to see what's going on in your life. Just post little stuff, post quotes, and that's it. This is Melvin Brown. This is the Melvin Brown Experience. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe. I'm out. Go on my Instagram and DM me. But in the meantime, I hope I gave y'all these great symptoms. And if you do have these symptoms, seek out spiritual work as soon as possible. This is Melvin Brown. This is the Melvin Brown Experience. I hope you enjoy this. I'm out.